fellow stampers, this is Yana Smakula for My Favorite Things. Welcome back for another video tutorial. In this video, I'm sharing fun birthday cards created with the My Favorite Things Zen Friends stamp set. If you go to the MFT website, each stamp set has a very clever description. The description for this set reads as follows. Friends serve many purposes, and among the most crucial roles they take on, they ground us when we need someone to help us find calm and purpose. This selection of Zen Friends is a sweet reminder of yet another aspect of friendship. The sentiments are wide-ranging and will pair with the characters beautifully to recognize the most flexible friends in your life. And this is spot on. I'm creating with a super flexible zebra, an elephant attempting to do yoga, and a rhino trying to strike a pose. I myself have never done any proper yoga. I say proper because I did attempt some, but I recently reconnected with a classmate and I was quite surprised to learn that he enjoys doing yoga. I never pictured him doing yoga, but you never know. People always surprise you. I started working on my cards by, of course, stamping the images. My coloring medium of choice today is alcohol markers, so I stamped images in Copic marker-friendly ink onto white cardstock. These images are, as usual, super adorable, and they are full of character. All you need to do is just add a touch of color to bring these to life. I have 3 cards, and all of these feature the same scene. An adorable critter out in the open, stretching and attempting to do yoga, or actually doing yoga. I will have a palm tree or 2 palm trees on each of my cards, and I'll add in the rest with the help of my Copic markers. These cards are quite simplistic, and all you'll need to make them is just the Zen Friends stamp set and a couple of markers from your stash. There are coordinating dies available, and I used mine to cut the images out. Next, I cut a white cardstock panel to about 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches, and I stamped a birthday sentiment somewhat closer to the bottom of the panel, leaving room for my critter and my entire scene above the sentiment. I also cut a panel from Fun Foam that was cut just a smidge smaller than my cardstock sentiment panel, and I used that to pop the sentiment panel on the card base. To create the card base, I adhered a panel of light blue cardstock to A2 white side folding card, and I then foam mounted my sentiment panel on top. I like to use colored cardstock for my cards as it helps my images to pop. It also brings lots of color and it makes my projects a bit more cheerful. Next, I pre-planned my element placement. I'll have the zebra directly above the sentiment doing yoga. I went to ground the critter, so I'm going to add some grass to the panel with the help of my Copic markers. I'm actually going to draw some grass. I'm using a stippling technique and simply adding dots of color onto the paper. I'm using markers in 3 colors, a medium YG03, a light YG01, and a dark one in YG17. And you just dot the color onto the paper in no particular order. There's no rhyme or reason as to how you do it. You just dot, and it mimics grass in the most perfect way. You don't have to be an artist. Anyone can do dots on paper, so don't be afraid to try. And this is such a simple trick, but the result is super fun. With the grass added, we can also add in the sky. For this, I'm using a single color B000 marker, and again, adding dots. More dots closer to the horizon line where the blue and the green meet, and fewer dots as I move toward the top of the panel. All that's left to do now is to foam mount the critters. I'm going to add my zebra. I'm placing her directly onto the grass. Now, there is a yoga mat image included in the Zen Friends stamp set, and you can use that with your critters. I didn't use the yoga mat on this card, but I did use it on the other cards I made. Next, I added my palm trees, and I even framed the entire scene by adding 2 die-cut branches above and below the focal point. And that is it. Super simple, super adorable, and easy to make. I hope you feel inspired to create, and I hope you will give this idea a try. Have fun crafting. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.